Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Math 7. We are getting close to the end here. I've got your quiz. This is quiz number 3 already for 13.4 and 5. And I'm going to go over a couple questions, some expectations for this. It'll probably be a pretty short quiz. So, starting right away, number 1. Which ordered pair satisfies the function rule f of x equals 2x minus 3? Remember, we have x comma y for any of these points, right? So this would be x, y, x, y, x, y, x, y. But the other way to say that is f of x. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug in your x values here and solve. Does it equal that number or that number, that number, that number? You tell me. Show me your work. And I will say only one. We only have one answer. It's not 2. There's only one. Okay, moving on. Numbers 2 and 3. Find ordered pairs for each function rule when x equals these 3 values. Again, ordered pairs is the x comma y. So you do need to show me x and y because that's what it asks for ordered pairs. What I recommend doing is a t-chart. Wow. For these, so -3, 5, and 12. And let's see, x plus 9, f of x, right? Because that's what it's asking. And then giving me the -3 comma 5 comma here and 12 comma here. That's how I would set it up, right? This will be -3 plus 9. What does that equal? Boom, put it there. 5 plus 9. Boom, put it there. So on and so forth. Pretty straightforward, right, guys? So you'll do that for numbers 2 and 3. And in fact, this kind of stuff is what a lot of this quiz is about. Can you make the charts? Can you plug it in? For numbers 4 and 5, we're plugging in these values for x. So this first one, it's going to be f of 3 equals 2 times 3 minus 7. Solve it. What does this equal? For number 5, it's going to be f of -2 equals 2 times -2 minus 7. Solve it. What does it equal? Number 6. Yes, you do need to complete the full table. If you notice, that's what we were doing up here. It's a simple process. It might feel really tedious. Just plug it in. For this one, you don't need to tell me the ordered pairs. I don't need the x comma y at the end. I mean, you're welcome to give those to me, but it's just asking for this information. Okay. It's a pretty simple function as well. Remember your order of operations. You're going to multiply before you add. Just a simple hint. And again, look, we're making tables. It does, this time, however, it does want the ordered pairs. So you are going to do x. Oh, this one's super easy. 3x, right? That's the function. Of x, and then give me the x comma y, or x comma f of x, right? So we're going to use -3, -1, 1, and 3, -3, -1, 1, and 3. Fill it out. 3 times -3 equals what? What does it equal? You're going to do a similar thing down here. It's going to be the same setup, except we're going to have a different function for number 8. X 9 minus x. and then x comma y. See? Simple process, straightforward. Plugging it in. We're going to use the same x values, -3, -1, 1, and 3. Again, they're in descending order. I'd rather have $3 than 1, rather have $1 than -$1, rather have -$1 than -$3. Okay. Now, for numbers 9, 10, and 11, we're going to be graphing. So, same process. We're setting up a chart. Starting with x, I'm going to put my function in, x plus 3, and then we'll have our y value. This time I'm calling it y instead of f of x. It might be confusing, but they are interchangeable. The reason I'm doing y now is because that's going to be our y value. Now, it doesn't tell us what x values to use, but if we remember our notes, I said if it doesn't give them to you, choose these 3. You remember those 3? -1, 0, 1. Easy as that. So I'll solve this first one for you guys to show you what I'm talking about. So x plus 3, well, in this case, x is -1 plus 3. -1 plus 3 is 2. So my point is -1, comma 2. So I'm going to come to -1 and go up to 2. Now, after I have my other points, right, it's going to be 0, comma something, and 1, comma something, right? So it'll be somewhere along here. For 1, it'll be somewhere along here. And make sure that I'll actually just tell you guys what it's going to look like. That you have your line go through all the points with arrows at both ends. Okay. Even though I've shown this to you, I still need the work. You want that credit, don't you? Number 10, you're going to make another table. Now, here's a pro tip. For number 11, because we are dividing by, well, we're multiplying by 2, but we're dividing by 3. When we divide by 3, rather than have fractions, choose these numbers instead. So I'm still going to have my x. You're still going to have to fill it out, but choose -3, 0, and +3. Just trust me. Do these numbers instead. Multiply by 2, divide by 3. And as you notice, I'm choosing 3, and it's just going to make your life a whole lot easier. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that'll be it for this. It will be due Tuesday afternoon, so make sure that gets in. And otherwise, I love you guys a bunch. Bye.